for choosing Chain Link Theater. We invite you to sit back and relax in the comfort of your car, or gym, or wherever you are. Please remember that talking is permitted during the feature, as that is literally the entire point of the show. So please, turn up your cell phones, grab your own snack, and hold on to your butts. Your feature presentation begins now!
Hello, and welcome back to Chain Link Theater, the podcast where every movie leads us to the next, one actor at a time. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Kyle.
And today we're linking from Parenthood into Elf, thanks to our next link in the chain, the one and only Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah.
So what do you know about Mary Steenburgen?
Well, she was just in Parenthood, and she's barely in this.
Yeah, she's really not in this movie that much. Nope. Like I would say a handful of scenes.
Yeah.
But I still liked her in it.
She's great.
She's great in everything I've seen.
Agreed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's a loving mother.
She's a very loving mother and a very calm presence.
Yeah. I like her a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
But going through her IMDb, I've hardly seen anything she's in.
Yeah, what was she in?
She's in Back to the Future 3.
I haven't even seen that, I don't think.
Okay. Seen that. She's in Parenthood. She's in Elf. She's in Step Brothers.
Ah, double duty for Will Ferrell's mother.
Yeah. And
nice.
That's pretty much the extent of things I've seen.
You've seen. Okay. Well, she's in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Philadelphia. Mary Steenburgen was born in 1953.
Yeah, she still looks great.
Yes.
She's gorgeous.
She does. She started acting in 1978. And by the time she was in her third movie in 1980, she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress.
She did. That's so impressive.
Yeah.
For Best Supporting, is that what you said?
Her first and only, yes.
Yeah, what was it called? Melvin and Howard.
Melvin and Howard. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it, yeah.
No, but
interesting.
But good for her.
Good job.
Yeah.
Snaps. So, today we're talking about Elf.
True.
So, I remember seeing this movie, like, it came out in what, 2003?
Yes.
Okay.
November.
What's your history with the movie?
I don't know. I probably like everybody else. I just remember seeing it.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
So around the time it came out.
Pretty much my thing. As an adult, I definitely haven't seen it as much as when I was like younger.
Yeah.
But I don't like in my list of favorite Christmas movies. I would never typically list Elf.
Oh.
What about you?
Would you say it's in your top 10?
No, not before today.
Okay.
And then today, it's actually way cuter than I remember.
Yeah, I wasn't super looking forward to watching this.
Me neither.
But I was having a good time.
I did too. It made me laugh a lot, and it actually made me cry.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it gets emotional. I wanted to go touch on Mary Steenburgen, just a couple more things. She apparently married Malcolm McDowell in 1978.
Oh, okay.
That's Alex from A Clockwork Orange. They had 2 kids. They divorced in 1990, and she married Ted Danson in 1995 on October 7th, and they are still married.
They're still married.
So they just celebrated their 30th anniversary in October. Happy anniversary.
Congratulations, because obviously you're listening to this.
Obviously. So that's cool.
Yeah.
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 Back to Elf, though, or Christmas movies, I guess we were on.
Yeah. So typically I would list like my top 3 Christmas movies never change.
Top 3. What are your top 5, though, if you want to start from number 5?
My 5 switch in and out depending on my mood, but I would probably say like Scrooged is number 5.
Okay.
And then probably Home Alone. And then my top 3 never change.
I would say my number 5 might be Elf.
Oh, wow. Was that before today or?
No, I would not have said that. We were talking about this earlier this week, and I don't even think either one of us had it in our top
10. No.
I don't even think I could think of 10 Christmas movies I like.
Crazy.
It probably would have been number 9 or 8. And number 4 would be Santa Claus. And then you and I have an identical top 3.
Yes.
From what I remember.
Yes. Christmas Vacation.
That's number 3.
Muppet Christmas Carol?
That's number 2 for me.
My number 1 and number 2 are both number 1s. So
Oh, you have a tie.
yeah, I have a tie. 'Cause
Okay, can't come to a decision.
A Christmas Story and Muppet Christmas Carol are absolutely neck and neck for me.
They are perfect movies.
They are perfect movies.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even that big of a Muppets fan.
No.
That movie is fantastic.
It is. And before me, had you ever seen it?
No.
No.
Nor had I seen Christmas Story.
You're welcome.
Nor had I seen Christmas Vacation.
You're welcome.
You're a Christmas kind of gal.
I am. This is my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
So
It's 2 months after my favorite time of year.
yes, it is. And I have to wait to do my favorite time until yours is finally over.
Yes, that's the rule.
But anyway, so Elf
now we're
came
here.
out in 2003,
Yep, November 7th.
directed by John Favreau.
Favreau, I believe.
Favreau.
Some people say Favreau,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but it's
I've heard it
Favreau.
both ways.
He, if you don't know, I'm assuming many of you do, is, I believe, most famous for directing Iron Man
Yes.
and starring in Iron Man.
Starring is a strong word.
Okay. What, acting in Iron Man 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone our age knows who that is.
Oh, yeah, he does the Mandalorian show. He does Disney's live action stuff, Lion King and Jungle Book. He's kind of a Disney boy now.
He did only one episode of Mando.
Oh, yeah, but I think he's like a big producer on it.
Oh, okay.
I know he's very involved. Apparently, he did About a Boy, which was not bad. Chef was his big coming out party. He did Cowboys and Aliens. I did not know that.
I don't really remember that movie.
Maid was his directorial debut, which he started with Vince Vaughn after doing Swingers.
Oh, all right. Cool beans.
It was written, this movie, by David Barenbaum, who wrote Elf and then the Haunted Mansion Disney movie in 2003.
The Eddie Murphy one?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he did Spiderwick Chronicles and he just disappeared off the face of the
Is
earth.
he alive?
Yeah. He just doesn't want to do this, I guess.
Or he found something else he likes better.
Yeah, he may be writing still, just not movies.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Lots of information that I'm not going to remember in 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. I hope somebody learned something. Autumn didn't.
Nothing. Not at all. I don't even know what you said.
Oh, my God.
So,
Okay.
anything else we want to cover before we get into breaking down the plot?
Nothing comes to mind.
I will say, I think we already mentioned it, but I was not looking forward to covering this movie because I didn't think that it was good enough to cover. And I think that we actually do have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, a little spoiler for later in the show. We picked this because it leads to something else, but we'll
Yes.
get to that. I kind of agree. I wasn't looking forward to it. And then I think I laughed just as much as I did in 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely forgot. I don't know how good my notes are going to be for this one because a lot of it is just visual gags.
Yeah, it's a lot of slapstick.
It's a lot of slapstick, but it was
Yeah.
it was cute.
It was cute.
It was very cute. So
Yeah, so what happens in this movie?
we open with Papa Elf, played by Bob Newhart,
Bob Newhart.
telling us a story. And he starts talking about how for the Elvish, there are only 3 available jobs. You either make shoes at night for the cobbler, you make cookies in a tree, which is dangerous, or the best job is building toys for Santa.
Yeah, and they filmed a little pickup for each of these jobs.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cute with the elves complaining about the cobbler falling asleep. He fell asleep at his desk.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the tree burning down.
Because there's an oven inside of a tree. Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. So then they mentioned that we are 2 weeks away from Christmas. And then they say that 30 years ago, the first human ever set foot in Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
And then we do a flashback to 30 years ago with a nun putting a baby in a crib.
Played by Max Favreau. John Favreau's.
Oh, the baby. I thought you meant the nun.
No, John Favreau's kid.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right. That's a cute little tidbit. So then Santa comes down the chimney and goes and does his standard job, milk and cookies, deliver.
Yep.
Perfect job. And then the baby we see crawling towards his, is it just called a sack?
Yeah, I'd call it a sack. Yeah.
Santa sack.
Yeah.
And then Santa gets back to the workshop and they're all celebrating. They're like, yay. And then he's like, all right, now start working on next year. And they're like, yay. The work ethic is impressive.
It's off the charts. Santa is played, by the way, by Ed Asner, famous for being in Mary Tyler Moore Show. I think every episode. Over 100 episodes, for sure. And he also went on to voice Carl in Up.
I did not know that. I don't really... Other
Recognize
than
his face?
Other than the... Yeah, kind of. Other than the first, like, what is it, like 13 minutes of Up?
Yeah.
I do not know the rest of that
I think
movie.
that's everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's a masterpiece, and then it's just kind of a kid's movie.
Yeah, I don't remember the rest of Up, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
But then the baby crawls out, and he's wearing a diaper that says Little Buddy Diapers on it, so they name him Buddy. And they give him to Papa Elf because he always wanted children, but he had to focus on his career. I find it interesting, though, just to go back a little bit, why are we not taking the baby back to the orphanage? And
yeah, that didn't even cross their minds.
no, and then this poor nun wakes up in the morning and a baby is gone. And
Yeah.
spends the rest of her life wondering what happened to this child that's missing.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
The trauma.
Because Bob Newhart even says something like Santa was faced with a choice, but we're not returning to the orphanage. That was not
at
a choice.
all. Like,
And
literally.
they immediately knew where it came from. It's not like
Yes, because one of the elves said, "Oh, he came from the orphanage."
put him back.
Yeah, go take him back. But okay, instead we're not going to do that. We're just going to traumatize some poor nun. But
And some child.
so then we get like a montage of Buddy growing up with the elves, and he obviously doesn't fit in because he grew so much faster.
Yeah.
And he's just bigger than them and stronger than them, and he doesn't fit in the world. And
Yeah.
then there's one shot of them in like class, and they're talking about like the 3 testaments, I guess, of being
Yeah.
an elf, which number 1, treat every day like Christmas.
Oh, you wrote him down. Great.
And number 2, there's room for everyone on the nice list. And then number 3, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Nice.
Nice. Keep that one in mind, guys.
Yeah.
That's going to come back.
Foreshadowing.
later. But
Some of the stuff with him being big, we watched a little bit of the director's commentary, and he said that was all forced perspective.
yeah, like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Which is, it's so interesting because seeing you can't see it. It looks like,
It looks like Bob Newhart's little.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how they did Lord of the Rings or this. I don't
I don't
get it.
either. He said they were faking their eye lines and they were in completely different parts of the room.
Yeah, and they used the scene where Buddy sits on Papa Elf's lap. They
Oh, this
used
is cool.
A kid's legs, and then Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart's
sit
like
way
standing
back.
way back behind him,
Yeah.
just pretending.
So interesting.
It's interesting.
My brain cannot process. It's like how every time we go through the Haunted Mansion, you have to re-explain to me how the ballroom scene works.
Oh yeah, you will never
I
understand
will
that.
never understand it, and I will
No,
never.
I
understand
have
this,
used models and dioramas to display this to you.
and I don't get
It's
it.
not clocking to
I
you.
don't get it at all. It's wizardry.
Fair enough. It looks cool.
But Papa Elf, basically Buddy doesn't fit in, so Papa Elf takes Buddy under his wing and makes him his apprentice, and Papa Elf's job is to work on the sleigh and keep it running. And the sleigh used to run on Christmas spirit, but due to
Severe lack of that.
severe lack of Christmas spirit, now he has to like put engines in it basically.
Yeah, like jet turbines, he said.
Yes. And so they have like a cute little conversation about how there's a rumor going on in the South, I think is what they say it. They say in the South
Oh, yeah.
that parents are the ones who put the presents under the tree.
Yeah, and he's just, that's ridiculous.
Isn't it ridiculous though? Clearly.
Clearly.
But let's see. So Buddy also,
There's a cute moment actually where Buddy says, how would they have the time? How would
how
make
would they
sense?
have the time? He can't grasp that it's just one house.
Yeah.
You only have to do the one house. But Buddy is too big and also has a hard time keeping up with their production volumes in the workshop.
Yeah.
So we get a little cameo of, what's his name? Peter Billingsley.
Yeah.
Yeah. From A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
He's one of the elves, and he's asking Buddy, like, how many Etch-a-Sketches you've made today.
Yeah, and he's like about to be super embarrassed to tell him. And I thought he was going to say like 2.
Yeah, he's made 85, and then he calls himself a cotton-headed ninny muggin.
And everybody is
Everyone's like, oh,
aghast.
But
Yeah.
he also says that it's like what 915 short of his daily goal.
Daily. Yeah.
Daily goal.
Yeah.
But the elves then start trying to pump Buddy up and like, no, you're not a cotton-headed ninny muggin. You're okay because you have to change the light bulb, or not the light bulb, the
batteries in the
battery
smoke
in the
detector.
smoke detector. And,
Every 6 months.
yeah, and you're also a baritone in the choir.
Yeah, you bring us down a whole octave.
You bring us down, man. It's perfect. But so I thought it was sweet though that they're still accepting of him.
Yeah.
Like even though he makes their lives and job harder.
Harder.
But they put Buddy in charge of Jack in the Box testing, which is where I feel like it's just this again, this movie is just visual gags.
Yes.
So I don't know like how well this is gonna translate.
To a podcast. Well, hopefully you've seen it. It's Elf. It's
Yeah.
famous. But he's selling great on all of these visual gags.
Yeah,
he
he's
carries
jumping.
this movie.
He jumps every single time the Jack in the Box comes out. Like he's never seen it before.
Which I thought the third time was going to be annoying. Like, come on.
But it was great.
Because it was delayed.
But it's great. And then while he's doing that, we see Peter Billingsley talking to another elf about, hey, can you help me pick up the slack from Buddy? Because now we're going to have to do 985 more Etch-a-Sketches plus whatever else he was probably supposed to do that day.
Yeah.
So they're talking about how they feel bad for him. And then one of them says, if he hasn't figured out he's a human at this point, I don't think he ever will. And so Buddy is like aghast.
Buddy overhears all this.
Yeah, he overhears this and is just absolutely aghast. And he falls on an elf and squishes him.
Yeah. It's all clicking.
Yeah. And
He's like,
then,
of course. Yeah.
And then he runs home and he goes into like the teeny tiny bathroom with his knees all the way up to like his face.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so yeah, Papa Elf comes in to check on him, and Papa Elf tells him about Buddy's biological father. He says that he knows a lot about him, which I guess is Santa's doing.
Yeah.
So, which is also another thing of why didn't you take Buddy to Walter when he was a baby?
Yeah.
I have so many questions because they know everything about Buddy's biological father. Like he knows where he is, where he works, like his name, that his mother put him up for adoption, that Walter didn't know that Buddy existed, and that his mother has since passed away, his biological mother. I have questions though about how many other kids have we never stolen any other kids on accident?
They have to have.
They had to because they didn't seem honestly as shocked as you would think.
No. I don't think this is a conversation that needs to wait 30 years.
No, probably not. And also I don't understand why didn't you just take Buddy back the next day?
Yeah.
Like Santa, what is Santa? Is he an elf? I don't even know.
Well, he's human size.
He can pass as human, so why didn't he just put on a pair of like black slacks and take Buddy back to the orphanage?
Right.
But anyway, I digress.
Isn't it implied in the Santa Claus that he like can't leave the North Pole outside of on Christmas Eve?
But he does leave the North Pole outside of Christmas Eve because he sees Charlie all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Like, he sees Charlie all the time.
So I don't know then. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, so you can go and just have a life. Because they even, in Santa Claus, they hand deliver all of the naughty and nice list to his condo, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a great movie. So is this one. But Buddy then runs into a snowman named Leon, who I thought had a really cute line because Leon says, well, I've been around the world multiple times when I was a young nimbus cloud.
Yeah.
So you should pretty much just go out and explore.
Yeah. He was voiced by Leon Redbone, which I didn't know who that was. It's apparently Jon Favreau's favorite jazz musician.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, all of the creatures in this, I'm guessing, are just a nod to like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and stuff, right?
Yeah, and I recognize some of these, and I think they're specific to this movie, but they're iconic.
They are, yeah. Very iconic. But Buddy is then basically planning on heading to New York City, and he gets with Santa, and Santa has a couple of rules for him and says you don't eat gum on the street, and that the real Ray's Pizza is on 11th.
Yeah.
And that a peep show doesn't mean you get to look at presents early. And so
That's a good joke.
and then Santa reveals to Buddy that Walter, his biological father, is in fact on the naughty list.
Not a good dude.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
And then we cut to James Caan.
He screams
I love
bloody murder.
James Caan.
You do?
Yeah. Do you not like he's in Honeymoon in Vegas?
I don't know if I've seen Honeymoon in Vegas.
Oh, well, I definitely wouldn't have gone back to Nicolas Cage. That's for sure.
Whatever that means. I guess we'll get there one day.
He's like the other guy in Honeymoon in Vegas.
Is he Nicolas Cage's age?
No.
Isn't he way older?
He's way older.
Okay.
It's got to be.
All right.
But then we cut to James Caan talking to a nun and taking all of the books away from I'm assuming an orphanage or something because they haven't paid their bill.
They love stealing from orphanages.
Who does a repo though in an office just telling you like, okay, you can't have those anymore. So
James Caan.
yeah.
Or Walter Hobbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So he's on the naughty list for a reason.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Oh, and then Santa kind of just encourages Buddy, saying that people can find their way back and that his father may just need some Christmas spirit. And then Papa Elf gives Buddy a snow globe with like a picture of his biological parents in it and says that he'll always be here for him.
Yeah.
Which has got to be so sad for him.
Yeah.
Makes me sad. Like, I get it because Buddy already didn't feel like he belonged in the North Pole, really.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It would be heartbreaking.
Yeah. He's got a good papa.
He really does have a great papa. But then we basically head off to New York City, and he gets on like, I don't even know what you would call it, an iceberg.
Yeah, pretty much. Like a floating ice cap.
Yeah.
It
And,
just stands there.
yeah. And then a narwhal comes out and says, bye, buddy. Hope you
You
find your dad. Which I feel like I hear that all the time.
Oh, really?
And I don't know why. I guess I'm on Instagram too much or something.
People using it as a sound.
But then he says that he goes to like a candy cane forest and then like, what does he say? A sea of swirly, twirly gumdrops or something?
You didn't write it down? He
Well, because
says this.
I wrote this part down visually and I didn't see a sea of swirly, twirly gumdrops.
Okay.
So-
he says this exact line 3 times throughout
Okay,
the movie.
well then you say it.
I don't remember. He says, I traveled
says-
through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest.
And then past the sea of the swirly, twirly gumdrops.
And then I walked through the...
came out the
Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah. And so he's made it to New York. And then we get a montage of Buddy like just having the best day in New York City.
This is what I remember about Elf.
Yeah. These little gags.
All
little
these visual
ones.
gags. It's a bunch of them.
Well, it's like him waving at someone who's trying to hail a cab, which I honestly love.
That one's great.
Him getting his shoes shined
And laughing like he's being tickled. And the guy's looking up at him like,
What is happening? I don't know. I feel like a New Yorker is just like, I don't care.
Yeah, as people who have been to New York City, they
couple times, yeah.
they don't care.
They don't care.
They ignore all the crazy stuff that happens around them because
You
it's
have to.
every day.
It's every day, just
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
But and then I don't know if this is my favorite gag, but I love when he's picking the flyers up from one guy and then walking over to the next guy and getting his flyer.
Yep.
And then just going back and
Back and
forth
forth.
taking their flyers. And then he walks into a diner because they have like a neon sign that says world's best cup of coffee. And he goes and he's just like, congratulations, you did it.
And everybody in there just dryly staring at him.
Yeah. Like, and then jumping across the crosswalk, like the white things on the crosswalk.
That is iconic.
Yeah, that is iconic. And then he starts eating gum off the street, even though Santa told him not to.
Outright told him not to.
I'm
do
just glad we didn't have to watch him go to a peep show, honestly.
that. Yeah.
And then he's playing with a rotating door, which honestly, who doesn't want to do that?
I kind of want to do that right now.
I feel like I did that as a kid.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like that and then running the wrong way up an escalator. Those are things I really want to do as a grown up.
Yeah, I'm 40 years old, and your doctor has a huge revolving door, and
you
I
just
want to
wanna
do that
just do
every
that?
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But then Buddy finds the Empire State Building and he gets in the elevator to go meet his father because pretty much no one's asking any questions because he's dressed still always in his elf suit pretty much in this movie.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
In
so
New
whatever.
York, yeah.
And then he gets in and the door's shut and he looks like he's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then the doors open back up because he hasn't pressed anything. He's just in a box all of a sudden. And this poor guy gets in. and presses his button, which is this. I
paused it.
stood up to get up to see what buttons they press, but the guy presses floor 76.
Yeah, that famous viewing deck is on floor 86.
Yeah, so that's
He's right there.
high. But then Buddy is like, oh, because it's all shiny, and he pushes every single button on in the Empire State Building, and is like, oh, it looks like a Christmas tree. And this guy is just vibing. He just,
barely reacts.
Barely reacts, just like, okay.
He's like, all right.
And then Buddy gets off on floor 41.
Yeah,
And
you
that
paused
guy
it again.
stays on.
He's been on the whole time.
And then I think it's cute because Buddy gets out of the elevator and he's like, all right, bye. I'm going to go meet my dad. And then the doors are shutting and he's like, oh, I forgot to hug you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of love that guy. That guy's like my spirit animal. Like,
He's like, it's
whatever.
Again, New York.
Okay, so then we get a shot of James Caan and someone walks into the office and they're basically pointing out that the last book that he put out is missing 2 pages. And they're like, we need to reprint this book because it doesn't make sense. It's like left unfinished. And James Caan is basically like, what kid cares what ends up happening to the puppy at the end of this book?
Yeah.
And like basically signs off on, we're not wasting the time or the money to reprint this book. I don't care. Just publish it.
Yeah.
And so hold on to that for a second. But then Buddy goes and talks to the receptionist, who is, you know who this is. You said her name. Or you
Amy Sedaris.
Yeah, who is that?
I don't know a lot about her. She's in Clerks 3. She's the doctor that tells both of the boys.
Spoilers.
Yeah. She's the doctor.
Okay.
that tells both of the boys. Go watch Clerks 3.
No,
She's
don't
also...
actually.
Yeah, go watch Clerks 3. Oh, go watch it. It's
Go
good.
watch Clerks 2 or Clerks.
Kevin Smith, if you're listening, Clerks 3 is good. She is also the shipwright in Mandalorian.
Liar.
Who?
Oh, yes.
Who? Yeah, takes Grogu.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
She's insane in that.
She is. And I guess every time I see her, I think she's Kristen Chenoweth. So now I don't know if
You said that during this movie.
Now I don't think that I know Kristen
I don't think you know who Kristen Chenoweth is. No.
That woman.
Amy Sedaris, you do know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great in this.
So one and the same.
No. She cracks me up in this. She's funny.
She was cute. And basically she gets super excited when she sees him. And Buddy's just like, I'm here to see Walter Hobbs. Is that his last name?
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. And then so she takes him to Walter's office and is like, oh, you got a Christmas gram. And then everyone in the office like gathers around in to see it. And Buddy walks in and he's just like, Dad. And then James Caan just turns around and is like, okay, you look like you came from the North Pole. And he's like, I did. Did Santa call you? And he's like, oh, yeah, he just called me on my cell phone, which I love that he literally said cell phone.
Says the word cell.
Yeah, because it's 2003.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, okay, well, just do your song or whatever.
Whatever it is
you got to do. And then...
Oh, you want me to sing a song?
Yeah, and I don't know the whole song, but it's basically like, I'm here with my dad, and we never met, and he wants me to sing him a song. He didn't know I was born, and I was adopted, but I love you, I love you, I love you.
And he goes, well, that was weird.
That was weird. And then Buddy, like, basically says something to him like, oh, you had me with Susan Wells. And then that's the only thing that triggers James Caan. He's like, did you say Susan Wells? And basically is like, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
So
he don't want to hear that name.
Buddy gets thrown out of the building. And then the two guys like throwing him out make like some joke like, head back to Gimbals, you weirdo.
Yeah, so quick trivia on those two guys. I don't know who they're played by Patrick McCartney and Patrick Farrell. The tall one is Will Ferrell's little brother.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of looks like him.
No.
No.
All right.
All right. Well, they're related.
So they tell him to go to Gimbals, and then Buddy just goes to Gimbals, but not before getting hit by a taxi.
Almost.
No, he gets hit by the taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets hit because he just starts walking across it like it's the Shibuya crossing in Japan.
In Japan, yeah.
So that doesn't work out.
No.
And then he's just basically exploring Gimbals, and the lady's offering him like the perfume sample or whatever. And then
my God.
because it's called something fruit, right?
Some passion fruit spray, I think.
Yeah, and he takes it and sprays it in his mouth, and then
the reaction,
just like no.
It's so good. That's iconic
poor
too.
Woman's just standing here like, give it back. I don't know why he took
She's
that.
also barely reacting though.
No one's, because it's New York.
It's New York.
They don't. It's just weird all the time.
She's like, yeah.
I
all
really
right.
like New York, but
That's probably not even worth telling her husband when she gets home.
no, she's like, oh, I also saw a guy poop in the corner of the room, but like, so he rides his first escalator and like does the full splits, which was cute, and I like that. And then he takes his first official poop in New York City.
Yeah, and then he bothers the guy in the next stall.
Yeah, about how big the toilets are.
Have you
and
seen
how excited he
these?
is.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of proud of him for knowing what a public toilet looks like.
Yeah, he was able to find it, which is
Yeah.
impressive.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that he
proud of
uses
him.
ginormous in that scene, which I'd never heard that before that movie, and just used it for the next 10 years probably.
You've never heard the word ginormous
Not before
Elf?
2003.
Are you sure?
2003 was a long time ago.
I feel like I've been using ginormous since I
since
came
2003.
since I came out of the canal, the vaginal canal of my mother.
I didn't know you were born in 2003.
I wasn't. That
Well.
would make you really creepy.
All right, I
Okay.
know.
Sorry.
She was born in '88. Let's.
But then we see the boss from the toy section. Because Buddy is now in the
Yeah.
lingerie department looking at a Santa teddy, like little sexy lingerie thing. And the guy is like, "What are you doing up here?"
Yeah, Faison Love is the actor who plays him. He's in Friday, and he plays Sweet in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I love him. He's hilarious.
I don't know if I know him outside this at all.
Well, you played San Andreas.
I
But
did. But
everything
I don't
he's
remember anyone.
everything he says in this is gold.
Yeah, he's hilarious
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah,
he
he's
really
great.
is, because he's basically like, "What are you doing up here? Get out! You can't do
You can't
that.
be down here."
You
He's
can't
like-
be down there."
And he goes, "Oh, I didn't know."
I didn't know. And then the guy's just like, "Yeah, you should know." And so he takes him back to the toy department.
Yeah.
And basically, Buddy's just being a weirdo. And this guy's just like, "I don't know what's happening, but this is like a special hire or something. I don't know what's going on." But then, like, what does he say? He's like making an announcement like, "Santa's coming to town tomorrow."
10 a.m.
And then obviously everyone's seen this, but Santa's
everyone's
just,
seen
or
this.
Buddy's just like, "Santa!"
He's screaming.
And then she's like, "I know him. I know him."
Yeah.
And like super excited while this guy is just staring at him like, okay.
Okay.
And then he sees his first like human girl who takes his breath away. Jovi.
Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel. The surly one. Like
Yeah.
from, what's the movie where she says, "Oh, good, my first hand
That is
job."
Big Trouble. I can't wait to get to that. I love that movie.
Yeah, so it's that Zoe.
Yes.
Like not new girl Zoe.
No, this is
No.
a very different
Very, very surly and like monotoned.
one. Yeah.
So, but the intercom, he's like basically kind of stalking Jovi around the toy department, and she keeps telling him to leave her alone.
Yeah, he's infatuated.
Yeah, and she keeps being like, "Leave me alone, go away," which I don't think would play now.
Probably not as well.
It's like,
No,
do you
it's a
remember
little-
that part in Superstore where Glenn's talking about like, what did he say? Like, I coerced you or something to his wife because he kept asking her out over and over and over again.
Oh,
And she
yeah.
kept saying no for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "I'm so sorry." It just kind of reminds me of those like old stories you hear where it's like, "Well, your grandpa would come into the diner every day for 6 months and ask me out every day. And I told him no. And then he'd key my car. And then finally, now we're married with 8 children."
Well, it's kind of like the lyrics to that song that she's singing in the shower.
Yes, exactly.
Baby, it's cold outside.
So she tells him to leave her alone. And then the store closes and everyone leaves, but Buddy is avoiding security and getting the toy department set up for Santa
Yeah, he's very excited.
because it's not jolly enough at this point.
Yeah.
So he does like a bunch of light bright stuff, a bunch of etch-a-sketch stuff, a bunch of like those snow chain things I can't do.
He cuts snowflakes out
Yeah.
of paper. Yeah. You noticed he wraps every single item in the store.
On
gift
the
wraps
shelves,
it
yeah.
on the shelves.
With bows and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, gift wraps it.
Yeah.
And then we get to see Mary Steenburgen because Walter is at home and they're
Da-da-da-da.
having dinner. And
Woman of
she-
the hour.
Yeah, she's so, like, every scene, she's just so calm and graceful.
Just like in Parenthood.
Yes.
I think she's just that.
She
person.
just has such like a quiet grace. I love it so
Yeah,
much.
I do too.
But so he basically is like, "Well, I'm not going to have dinner with you and our kid because I've got work to do." And then she's just like, "Okay." And then her son Michael is like, well, I'm gonna go have dinner in my room too, and she's like, no, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just love her. That's like the whole scene. And then we see
Pretty much.
Walter is going through his yearbook because there's exactly one photo of him and Susan Wells that exists in the world.
Yeah, well, that makes sense if it's a 30-year ago relationship, that the only way he'd be able to track down a photo in 2003 would be a yearbook.
Yeah, that's true. But wouldn't it have been like a little bit better if it was maybe a different photo? Like maybe
Well, it would have been from the 70s.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, there wasn't any other ones like from any other day.
That's a good photo.
It is a great photo.
Yeah.
It's a great photo, but I don't know.
Did we talk about how Will Ferrell was 35 when they filmed this movie?
No.
So
35 playing off like he's 30.
yeah.
And then to keep this in
Like
mind,
he's
because
10.
I do have a problem with this, Zoe is 22 years old in the making of this movie.
Yeah, that's a yikes from me, dog.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's yucky. So then we cut to Buddy is finishing up all of his decorations, and he hears Jovi singing in the shower, and she's singing Baby It's Cold Outside, which, a segue. If you have not listened to She and Him, particularly the 2 Christmas albums, are fantastic.
You love those.
I listen to them every year. They're like
do.
my 2, like other than Sia Christmas, they're my
Sia,
2
yeah.
favorites. So just putting that out there. She has a beautiful voice.
She does.
But Buddy starts singing with her in the shower, not grasping the fact that there's a naked woman in the shower.
Well, yeah, he doesn't know what that means.
No, he doesn't know. But I do love that the second she realizes he's there and she's like, get out, stop looking at me. He covers his eyes and then runs out.
Just runs as
Because
far
he
as he
seems
can.
completely confused as to why she's yelling at him all of a sudden.
Yeah, this is some of the dumber slapstick of the movie.
Yes, but I do
He just runs
appreciate
into
that
the
he
nearest-
immediately left.
Yeah, but he just runs into the nearest wall.
Yeah, and then so Jovi is sleeping or is showering, and then Buddy goes to take a nap in the window display, and James Caan walks by and sees him in the window.
Yeah.
And then Buddy tries to go back to Walter's office to deliver a package he made him, but is quickly stopped because now they're looking out for him.
Yeah.
But the package does end up going up to Walter's office. And then they also showed that Buddy overnight made the Mona Lisa on an Etch-a-Sketch, which now I'm just kind of getting confused because is Buddy human?
Right.
Like, is he? Because it doesn't seem like it.
Because they're kind of just implying that humans could do all this if we just applied ourselves.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, I'm really lazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm just like, well, maybe it's like it living in the North Pole gives you a certain amount of magic, and maybe to elves they have like that magic amplified, so it doesn't seem as powerful. Buddy's magic doesn't seem as powerful as theirs, but now that he's outside in the real world, it is more powerful.
That's like a Superman kind of thing.
Yeah, like it's like in him or something because he drank the water there or something.
Right.
I don't
It's
know.
in the water.
Like, I guess I'm wondering if he stayed in the real world for a long amount of time, if he would stop having these abilities.
Superman doesn't. And now Elf is Superman in canon.
What are you talking about?
Superman is from another planet. And
I know
since
that.
their sun is something different than ours, our sun gives him power. And like our gravity's super light, and that's where he gets all his powers because their entire solar system is different.
Oh, is that why? Oh, are
Yeah.
you saying, okay, I get what you're saying. So you're saying that like on Krypton, he's just like everyone else.
Yeah, so
but
in the North
because
Pole.
he's here, he seems like a Superman.
Yeah.
Okay, which, not saying anything, but that's like my least favorite superhero.
Uh-oh. Come at her.
I'm saying it. I don't like him. But anywho, so then Jovi calls Buddy over to confront him about the shower incident. And
Yeah.
he's basically like, oh, I didn't know you were naked. I didn't know that. And then it tells her, well, I was busy doing all of this. And she's like, they're really not happy about all of this
Yeah. And he's
that
like,
you
"Why?"
did. And then the guy, I don't remember his name. What guy?
It's Phase on Love. I don't know his
Phase on
character
Love.
name.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't catch it. But he comes over and he basically is like, okay, clearly someone's out for my job because because who did this? This is a corporate thing, and we all need to work together to keep me. Oh, literally, his name in the movie is Gimbel's manager.
Yeah, according to IMDb.
Now I don't feel so bad. But then Buddy he sees Santa, like the back of Santa, going to get ready for the kids. And he joins the kids at the front, waiting for Santa, jumping up and down, like super excited that Santa's here. And then quickly realizes that that is not Santa.
Yeah, it's Artie Lang from Mad TV.
Yeah, which, I mean, and then a little kid named Paul is sitting on Santa's lap, trying to tell him what he wants for Christmas. And Buddy's sitting there going like, don't tell him anything.
Don't trust
He's a liar. Don't listen to this man.
He smells like beef and cheese.
You smell like beef and cheese, and you're sitting on a throne of lies or stuff like that, which I think is another interesting thing. So they have never covered in the North Pole that other Santas get the information for Santa.
Yeah.
Or the concept of mall Santas.
No, at least Buddy has never heard it.
Like that's something that happens.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting that that's not a thing for them.
I guess if none of them ever plan on leaving the North Pole, they don't really need to know that.
But don't they need to know like what all the email addresses are? Where all the lists come from all the different mall Santas.
Oh.
All the different mall Santas get all the lists and then they send them to corporate.
I think it's implied that Santa makes all these lists.
From all the mall Santas, I'm telling you. But so we go to Walter opening his gift from Buddy, and Buddy gives Walter the same picture that Walter just looked at in the yearbook. It's the only picture he has of his parents and the negligee that he found.
That he was talking at. Yeah.
So I don't know why. It's Christmassy. It's cute.
He just liked it.
He liked it. It's very fuzzy and cute. And then Walter gets a call because Buddy is now... Oh, yeah, because Buddy gets in a straight-up fist fight with Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Because he pulls his beard off.
Yeah, because Artie Lang is like,
off.
hey, buddy, knock it off.
Yeah. So he gets in a fist fight with Santa. And then Walter gets called because Buddy is now in jail. And what I loved is after Walter goes to bail him out, Buddy's like walking through, talking to every single person in the police department. Like, Tom, this is my dad.
Yeah.
Everyone told me you wouldn't come, but here you are. And then Walter basically is like, what do you want? Do you want money? What do you want from me? And then Buddy's just like, I just want to get to know you. That's all I want. And then Walter kind of like calms down a little bit. And then he also says he wants to build gingerbread houses with him, go ice skating, and maybe hold hands.
Yeah, which he tries to do on the way out.
And then James Caan smacks his hand away. So James Caan takes him to John Favreau. Favreau?
Yeah, the doctor is the director of the movie.
Ta-da.
John Favreau.
But he takes him, and Buddy is just eating cotton balls.
Yeah.
Just eating them. And then James Caan's like, stop eating that.
Yeah.
And he just keeps doing it.
Holds his hand and he just switches it to the other hand.
This weirdo. But then after they do the blood test, Buddy is sitting out in the lobby with Carolyn and asks her what she wants for Christmas. She's a little girl. And she's like, oh, I want like a Susie Talks a Lot or something.
That's exactly what it's called.
Okay, a Susie Talks a Lot. And he's like, I'll put in a good word for you. And then they talk about like, do you have human parents or whatever? And then Buddy's like, well, I do have human parents, but I also have an elf dad. And then Carolyn's like, I only have 2 human parents. So.
Yeah.
And then he eats another cotton ball, the one with blood on it. So gross. But the doctor tells him, yeah, no, Buddy is in fact your son, and you should probably spend more time with him because clearly he's having some kind of psychotic break, and maybe reality will help him come back.
Yeah.
So
he's reverting to childhood dependency.
And this is another scene. This is probably Mary Steenburgen's best scene in the movie because it's her in the elevator with Walter, because Walter like met her downstairs to tell her about Buddy. And she's like genuinely happy. Excited that he has a son. Yeah. She's not angry. She's not anything. She's just genuinely like super excited to meet him, super excited. Like, this is a crazy situation, but let's do this kind of a thing. I love her.
She's the best.
She really is the best.
Absolutely best.
I love her a lot.
Yeah.
So, oh God, she's amazing. And then, so she made them dinner of spaghetti, and then Buddy puts an entire thing of syrup on it.
He asks if they have syrup, and she's like,
this is spaghetti.
It's spaghetti.
And he's like, oh, I think I have some.
I think I have some, which has been resting on his wrist.
Yeah.
For what, years?
Years. And then I also like, he chugs an entire 2-liter bottle of product placement.
Yes.
So, Emily invites Buddy to stay, and despite Walter's objections, she is like, well, we can't throw him out in the snow. And then Walter's like, he loves snow. He's told me 15 times. But Buddy calls Walter to tuck him in that night and then starts a tickle fight with him. Oh, and this is one thing that I didn't particularly like. This is just, if you notice, when Buddy is laying in that bed, the blankets don't go down all the way to his feet.
Oh, can relate.
Okay, yeah, but don't you think it would have made more sense maybe to make him fit in this world? Since this is technically the world he's supposed to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you think that it didn't fit, the blanket didn't go all the way down to show that he still hasn't found a place yet?
Ah, definitely that. No one John Favreau. That's what he was going for.
Oh, okay, because I felt bad that he didn't have comfy blankets.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only 5'4", so that doesn't happen to me, but that seems terrible.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", and it's every blanket ever.
Awful.
I think Will Ferrell is also 6'4".
Jeez.
But I like what you said about him not belonging anywhere. That's definitely what they were going for.
Yeah, probably. So Buddy gets up early and makes Emily for breakfast. And then again, Mary Steenburgen with all of her grace is like, that's so amazing. Like, I'm usually the one who makes breakfast. And then he gives her a plate of spaghetti with maple syrup and she takes a bite of it.
She does take a bite of it.
She takes a bite of it and acts super happy.
Yeah.
And then
that's amazing acting. You can see her acting happy, but looking horrified just underneath.
Yeah. And then he says that he only slept for 30 minutes and made a rocking horse out of their TV stand.
Yeah, this is not a human.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not human. Like, clearly.
This is an elf.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then he gives her spaghetti and syrup in a massive Ziploc bag for work. Yeah. And she just takes it and says, thank you.
Thank you.
And then, like, leaves. And then Buddy has planned an entire day for him and his dad. And the title of it, you noticed, is Things to Do Today with My Dad Today.
Yeah, if you pause on the Etch-a-Sketch.
And it says 1, snow angels for 2 hours. 2, go ice skating. 3, a Toll House cookie dough eating race. And 4, snuggle.
Yeah.
Which honestly a pretty cool day.
That'd be a nice day.
It would be a nice day.
Yeah, that does
But
sound
Walter
nice.
basically is like, I can't do that. I'm going to work. And that you need to take those clothes off because you look stupid.
Which he does.
Yeah. Well, not yet.
No, I mean, which he does. He does look stupid.
He does look he does look stupid, yeah. And then Emily left Buddy an emergency contact list, and Buddy, the second James Caan hits the pavement, Buddy's calling because the radiator is making a sound.
Is this right outside their apartment?
It's right outside their apartment.
So they live right on the edge of Central Park.
Yeah.
That's an expensive area.
Yeah, that's why later on he stresses out so much about not wanting to lose his job.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, so then basically James Caan's like, you can't call me like that. That's no. And then Buddy's like, yeah, but okay, then you can call me.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just
like, yeah,
no.
I'll call you.
And then, okay, so then we go into a meeting and Michael Lerner is James Caan's boss and he's furious about the book not being completed properly.
Because it turns out it's like the resolution of the book.
Yeah, it's the last 2 pages.
Yeah.
And his granddaughter asked him what happened to the puppy.
Yeah.
And then he also says, like, even if you had finished this book, it's still, like, bad.
Yeah.
It's a horrible book. And he says you need to have a new book ready to ship first quarter. And that I'm going to be back on the 24th to hear your plan.
Which we covered. The Gimbals stuff was 2 weeks before Christmas. So we must be 1 week from the 24th now.
Well, I wonder how long it took Buddy to walk out. Probably a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, cool beans.
Yeah, so it's soon is what I'm saying.
It's very soon. It's like a couple of days away, it feels like.
Yeah.
So, Buddy waited outside of Michael's school for 5 hours. And then the second Michael comes outside, Buddy starts yelling at him and Michael just starts power walking away, which is something I think is interesting because I think that, I mean, I'm not a kid today.
That's true.
But I feel like today you'd probably just chalk it up to someone's brother or sibling just trying to embarrass them and you'd move on with your life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I see that.
But, because I don't know. But, so he's following, Michael and he's like basically talking nonstop. Like, good news, I saw a dog today. Why is your coat so long? Why is it so puffy? Do you have homework? Do you have friends? Do you have a best friend? Like all these questions.
Yeah, he doesn't need answers to any of these.
No, he doesn't give it. Like, I don't know if
talking.
he's ever had a conversation.
No.
But then Michael basically is like, go away. And then the second he says that, they are in the middle. They get like jumped.
The snowball hits
They get jumped.
Buddy in the face.
Yeah. And then they
Did you notice that the snowball that hits Buddy in the face seems to hurt really badly, and then Michael tanks like 3 right to the throat and doesn't react?
No.
He doesn't care at all.
Oh, no. I didn't
This
notice
must
that.
happen all the time.
It must. And so the boys get into an epic snowball fight. And Buddy, again, with his like superpowers, because clearly not human, he makes like 1,000 snowballs in 2 seconds while Michael's making 1.
Yeah.
And then he nails all the kids and they win the snowball fight.
Yeah, they've been tanking snowballs to the faces, and all these kids take 1 snowball each, and they run away.
Yeah, I feel like, is it the fun of a snowball fight to get hit?
Yes.
So
Unless people are packing them with rocks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was happening, but yeah.
No.
And so then the boys are completely bonded. We have no more issues. Like, no more issues at all. They're running through a store like heathens, and then they jump on all the beds, like the lined up mattresses, which, to be honest, would be a lot of fun, but it's not something you do.
No.
And then they are, okay, this is the worst part of the movie. And I mean genuinely the worst part of the movie. They're jumping in an elevator, and you can see the elevator like dropping. No. Absolutely not. Don't do that.
She's touchy about elevators.
I do not like elevators. There's like a really tall building where we live, and when Kyle and I went there for dinner, I sat on the floor of it because
it has an elevator that only visits the first floor and the 50th floor.
So you just soar up in the air.
It's like 20, 30 miles an hour.
I do not like it at all. And I'm perfectly happy. Like, I will do Tower of Terror any day.
Yeah.
But regular elevators.
Not a real one.
No. Like, when I worked in the office before I started working at home, I took the stairs.
Yeah, you did.
I did 4 flights of stairs every day, multiple times a day, because I was like, I'm not getting in that death machine. I don't care. They're terrifying, but they're jumping in it.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, so they end up at Gimbel's, and Michael kind of like, what's it called? Wingmans.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wingmans for Buddy and gets Buddy to ask out Jovi. And so Jovi comes over, and then she's like, how are you here?
The faces she's making.
You got fired.
Yeah.
And then
the faces she's making are so funny.
She's like, did they give you your job back? And he was like, no, but they did give me a restraining order.
So
And
I got
she's
that
just
going
like,
for me.
okay. And then he asks her out, or he asks her to go for food. And then she's like, I just had lunch, but I'm free Thursday. And then he's just like,
Thursday?
And then Michael's immediately like, all right, great. And pulls him away. Don't ruin it. Pulls him away.
Yeah.
And then the boys chop down a tree in the park and are putting it up as their Christmas tree. And then Emily says that she's going to get the boys to plant a new one, but she doesn't really see what the big deal is because Walter's freaking out. And then Walter asks Emily to stay home the next day to watch Buddy. And Emily's like, no, he's your son. You take him to work with you.
Yeah.
I have like a budget meeting or something that next day.
Yeah.
And so Buddy gets to go to work in big boy clothes with his dad. And he's literally, I love that scene where he's just following his dad through the office, greeting everyone.
Repeating him.
Yeah, repeating him.
Yeah.
Francisco, that's fun.
Yeah.
Francisco. And then he gets to Deb, the receptionist, and they're just like kikiing over there.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
And then Buddy is sitting in a corner on a stuffed pig looking thing. And then Deb hands him a coffee, and he's trying to drink it because that's what his dad's drinking. And his dad's like, Buddy, you don't have to drink it. And he's like, thank you.
Horrified.
And then, and also, this is a side note just for me, but he was reading a book named Pygmalion, and I had a cat named Pygmalion.
You did.
I did. He was a precious little baby.
He was.
But anyway, that was not because of this movie. That was because I had just finished reading Pygmalion.
My Fair Lady?
My Fair Lady, yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go. But Walter is annoyed with Buddy. And
The whole movie.
basically hypes him up like about how wonderful the mailroom is. Like, it's shiny and there's mail from all over the world and you get to see where it goes and it's magical.
Genius.
And Buddy's just like, yeah, this is like stuff my mom would do to get me, to get me excited to do something.
True.
But like, so Buddy's like super excited to go to the mailroom. And so he goes down there to work. And then we get to see Kyle Gass, Tenacious D.
Kyle Gass and Andy Richter, Conan O'Brien's buddy.
And they're pitching a new story to Walter, and their only suggestion is that they need to hire Miles Finch.
Yeah, and he's like, my 2 lead writers have come in here, and their wildest idea is to hire another writer.
And then he says, I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Because you guys are terrible.
So then we cut to Buddy in this like dingy, crowded, very crowded mailroom underneath the Empire State Building.
Which makes sense. I'm sure it really is.
I bet it is. Yeah. I don't know if it is now though, because like how much stuff is digital now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's basically in this dirty room with like, I don't know, like 40 guys.
Yeah.
And he's like, they all look like they want to punch me.
He said it smells like mushrooms. He said it's like the North Pole in here, but except it smells like mushrooms and everybody wants to beat me up.
That's what he says, yeah. And then he's hanging out with one guy who, okay, you have to look up. I don't think they give this guy a name, but this guy becomes Buddy's friend in the mailroom because he's putting whiskey in his coffee, and Buddy's like, "Oh, putting syrup in your coffee? Why didn't I think of that? Let me have that." So he puts all the whiskey in his cup, which I'm interested that you thought that coffee tasted bad. And then you added whiskey to it and you drank it?
Yeah.
No.
I'm assuming they cut out his reaction because it's the same as the coffee reaction.
It would have to be, but he drank it all.
Yeah.
Apparently. But this guy looks like he's 47 years old.
Yeah.
Right?
He says he's 26.
And then he says he's 26. Yeah. And I'm all like, no, you are not.
No, you
sir.
ain't.
I don't know who you're lying to. But no.
Yeah.
And then back in Walter's office, Miles Finch has agreed to come in tomorrow, but has a list of stipulations, and he's being a real jerk about it.
Yeah, he says he wants to be picked up in a black Mercedes-Benz S500 with set to exactly 71 degrees.
71 degrees.
And they're like, yeah.
Okay. Like, if this guy writes children's books, who cares?
Yeah.
Drive yourself in your Prius, dude.
Yeah.
No way. But so then Walter gets a call from the mailroom, and we really don't get much of this scene, but Buddy is just dancing on the table and everyone's just hyping him up.
Yeah, well, he's like, do you really want to be bothering me about whatever this is? It better be good. And then it cuts to him dancing.
And then we don't get any resolution.
No, and
It's
also,
just, okay.
That's a big deal to you?
Yeah, who cares?
Who
They're
cares?
having a great day and it's almost Christmas.
Who cares what the guys in a mailroom are doing?
And the guy says he was on work release, so most of these guys are from jail.
Right.
So, okay. They're not fighting. I don't know. But, like, then we go to Buddy and Jovi starting their date.
Yeah.
And then Buddy just walks up and she's like, what do you have planned? And he's like, I've got ideas. And then he immediately turns around and walks off very quickly.
Yeah, and the face she gives him is great.
And she's just like, okay.
Okay.
And so the first the first scene is she's blindfolded and he's like, okay, drink this. And then she drinks it and she's like, it just tastes like a crappy cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, it's the world's best cup of coffee.
She's like, no.
And she's like, okay.
It's
and
not.
then he takes her to go run through the rotating door.
Which she doesn't do.
No, she doesn't do, but she seems like she's really enjoying watching him do it.
Yeah.
And then they go skipping down the street and he takes her to like a big tree in like one of the store windows. And she just kind of looks at him and then she's just like, I have an idea. And she takes him to Rockefeller Center to see that tree.
Yeah.
Which he's just mesmerized by. And then they go ice skating. And he kisses her on the cheek. And she says, which I think is really cute and a great line. She says, you missed. And
Yeah.
he's like, I missed. And then they have their first kiss.
Yeah.
Which I thought was adorable. And then this is some adult conversation real quick. So the next scene we have is Walter in his office with Kyle Gass and Miles Finch is there. This is daylight, right?
Yeah.
And so like they're getting down to talking about the story. But then Buddy runs in to tell Walter that he's in love.
Yeah.
So
there was some.
Are we doing the walk of shame this morning?
There was some whoopee, some sleeping bags. Yeah.
Yeah. Some adult sleepovers.
Slumber party. Yeah.
Has to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it's the morning and he's just now telling his dad about his date.
Yeah.
But they basically are brainstorming this vegetable story where their idea, Kyle Gass's idea, that's what I'm going to say. Walter and Kyle Gass's idea is to do a story about a tomato on a farm. And then Miles Finch, played by Peter Dinklage, immediately poo-poos that idea and is like, no, tomatoes are too vulnerable and kids are already vulnerable, so you can't do that. And then they basically are like, Kyle Gass suggests a group of asparagus kids who are embarrassed because of the way their pee smells.
Yeah. And that's the end of the idea.
That's the end of the
And
idea.
they just stare at him.
And then they just stare at him and they're like, okay, so all we have is vegetables. And then Miles Finch is like, I have great ideas in here. I've got 4 or 5 great ideas. We can pick one of these. And then Buddy comes in to tell Walter that he's in love. And then we get some, I don't know if they're appropriate. They're definitely not appropriate for today. Some like jokes about Peter Dinklage being an elf.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of dwarfism jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely not, I don't think it would fly now.
Nah.
At all. And I didn't think they were funny.
Nah.
So
I wasn't even offended by them, but they just
but
weren't
it's just
funny.
like I don't think you would do that now.
The whole
But-
angry elf thing.
Oh, and then he brags about his 70-inch plasma screen TV.
yeah.
Yeah. Which made me laugh.
Yeah.
And then Peter Dinklage beats Buddy up and leaves without giving them any of the ideas. So, and then Walter obviously is furious and is basically like, get out of my office and get out of my life. Like,
Ooh.
I'm done. And then it's Christmas Eve. This is happening on Christmas Eve. And Walter stays at work. But they found Miles Finch's like idea book in the office, and they decide that they're going to take one of these ideas from his book and make that a story.
Yeah.
Which, isn't this all plagiarism and illegal?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
Kind of seems like plagiarism has been their business.
And they do find out that Miles had a story in his book that was about a peach on a farm.
Yeah.
So basically the same idea that they had about the tomato on a farm, but he poo-pooed their idea.
Yeah. I
So
noticed that, yeah.
he's sleazy.
And then they like it. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's so clever.
It's so stupid. But then Buddy writes a letter to the family saying goodbye. He says, sorry I ruined your lives and crammed 11 cookies into the VCR. I don't belong here. I don't belong anywhere. I'll never forget you. Love, Buddy.
This movie is old.
It is very old.
The VCR.
I love it.
But the DVDs came out in like 97. So what?
Yeah, my first DVD was The Mummy.
Yeah.
So-
So why are we still talking about VCRs?
Yeah, I don't know. But Buddy heads off into the cold and Michael finds the goodbye letter. And then Michael goes, I guess all of this is really close together because Michael then immediately goes to the office, which the Empire State Building isn't, like, it is close to Central Park, but it's not that close to Central Park.
No.
No. So Michael gets from their apartment near Central Park down to the Empire State Building. Like,
Which
pretty
we've
quickly.
walked before, but I
We've
think
walked because your stepsister's crazy.
my stepsister is crazy.
It was
She
a
said
lot.
it's like, what she calls
She's like the short blocks and long blocks.
Yeah,
She's
there's
like,
a
it's
difference.
12 short blocks or it's 5 long blocks.
which feels like 12 miles.
It's so far.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Every
but-
other time we went, we took the subway.
Yeah, we take the subway a lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he gets to Walter's office to tell him that Buddy is missing. And Walter's like, let me just finish this meeting. And then Michael gives him like the classic kind of kid line, like, Buddy cares about everyone and all you care about is yourself.
Yeah. Like every other Christmas movie with a bad dad.
Yeah. And there was a line earlier where Michael was talking to Buddy and basically said, Dad only cares about money.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about anything else.
Which is true. He's been a pretty poor human being.
Yeah, he has.
For most of
It
the
makes
movie.
me wonder how great is Mary Steenburgen in this if she's married to him.
Ooh.
Just asking. But she's fantastic. I take that back. So Walter chooses his family and the boss is like, no, you're going to give it to me now. And Walter's like, no, I'm going to leave. Like, bye. And so they walk out together to go look for Buddy. And then Buddy has like a George Bailey moment on a bridge, contemplating his life.
Yeah.
And then he sees
He's just
Santa
pondering.
crashing into Central Park. And he runs to help Santa and immediately finds him.
Of course.
These people are fast.
Yeah.
They are fast. And so
Yeah. What bridge is he on? Like the Brooklyn Bridge?
I don't even know what bridge it was.
It's not the
but
George Washington. So it's a Brooklyn Bridge, I would guess.
I have no idea, but he gets to Central Park very quickly.
It's not close.
No, and he knows exactly where in Central Park Santa is.
Yeah, he's
Central
been-
Park is massive.
It is. He's magic.
There's a zoo in it, and I've never seen it, and I've been to Central Park twice.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Yeah. Well, he's magical.
He is magical. He's very quick. So he finds exactly where Santa crashed, and Santa's super excited to see him. And I feel like for a second, Buddy's realizing where he actually belongs.
Yeah.
Because Santa's like so grateful and is basically like, the Clausometer dropped to 0 and I cannot fly because there is no Christmas spirit. And this is the part that made me cry.
Yeah.
Just because it makes me so sad that there's
Yeah.
no Christmas spirit. But I also feel that because every year now that we're older, every single year before Christmas, I tell you I'm not putting up decorations this year.
Yeah.
Like every year I'm like, I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah, but you always do. We're sitting here by Christmas trees right now.
Because
you always do it.
I always do it because there's like a day where I'm just like, if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. So I have to do it today.
Yeah. Which is always a day like mid-November.
Yeah. Because I don't know. It happens. But anyway, because it makes me feel like I'm to blame for Santa not flying.
Well, Christmas has gotten a lot smaller.
It has. The older you get, the smaller it gets. But especially with no kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's just us. That's it. And we buy what we want all year round.
All year round.
So it's just about hanging out with family now.
Yeah.
So Santa needs Buddy to help him because Buddy is trained to work on the sleigh. So Buddy starts working on the sleigh, and then we see the news, and there were sleigh sightings, and they're talking about it on the news. And then they also get like a Bigfoot video of Buddy walking through,
literally walking like
Central
Bigfoot.
Park in his outfit.
Yeah.
And then Buddy finds the missing engine because it fell off and along with that, he finds Walter and Michael because they found it too. And so Walter apologizes and says that he doesn't want Buddy to leave.
Yeah.
But still thinks he's crazy.
Yeah. Before this, they were walking around New York City yelling Buddy.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is the most common word to be yelled in New York City.
Hey, Buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Buddy. It's like
everybody's yelling
everyone
that.
would turn your head, right? And be like, what?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that would not work.
But they find him.
And then we get a super weird scene of the news anchor talking to some guy. And then you point out to me
That's Matt Walsh.
that it's Mike from Veep,
He is Mike from Veep. He also runs an improv comedy group,
who
famously.
aged 30 years between this movie and Veep.
I mean, it's probably been 20 years.
Man,
Yeah.
I did
Funny
not
guy.
recognize him. But it was such a
He's
weird
in a
scene because
beanie.
he's just standing there hitting on the news anchor all weird and creepy. And I was like, what is the point of this?
Yeah, where I started to look up, I was like, is he married to this chick? No.
No, because that's what I thought too.
Yeah, no.
But then we see the Central Park Rangers, right? The Central
Yes.
Park Rangers.
Yes.
And they keep showing them like they're these big bads, like the
They
Nazgul
look-
from Lord of the Rings.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah. They're just acting like they're like just evil, pure evil.
Yeah, you can't even see their faces. They're just filmed like they're hooded,
Like the
cloaked
evil
figures.
horses.
Yeah,
That's it.
The 4 horses. Aren't there 4 of them too?
Yeah.
There's 4
Four of
horsemen.
them. So Santa proves that he's Santa to Michael and shows him his list and it asks Michael like, what did you want for Christmas? And Michael's like, a skateboard. And he's like, no, not just any skateboard. You wanted
Huffboard.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And then he pulls it out of the bag, and for a second, the sleigh lifts off the ground.
Yeah.
And then it crashes back down because it wasn't enough. But he explains that before he had jets, he just flew on Christmas spirit, and that he can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And then Michael runs off with the book, and Walter tries to distract the Nazgul by putting on
The Nazgul.
by putting on the Santa cloak. What's it called? Jacket?
Sure.
Coat? Anyway, Santa Claus.
I don't know what that's called.
Yeah, his clothes. And then Michael goes on to the TV with with the news anchor and is saying like, we all need to believe in Santa. And he starts reading what everyone wanted for Christmas. And then he reads that Carolyn wants a Susie Talks a Lot. And then
It cuts to her.
And we see her again. And she's like, thanks, buddy. And then Dirk Wilson wants a pampering day at a spa.
Yeah.
And then we get a shot of a guy in the middle of like a biker bar. And he's just like, must be a different Dirk.
That's a good bit too.
But and then he reads what the news anchor wants because her name's Charlotte Denon, and she wants a Tiffany engagement ring and for her boyfriend to commit already.
Yeah, and she's like, cut the feed.
And she's like, cut the feed. Where did you get that?
Yeah.
And then Jovi finds Michael in the crowd, and then Jovi, thankfully, remembers the third testament of being an elf, which is the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing aloud for all to hear.
So corny.
And then Buddy is working on the repairs, and Santa starts trying to take off because the park rangers are going to catch him because he put them on the naughty list.
Yeah.
And they haven't forgiven him. And so she starts singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town while a massive group of New Yorkers just stare at her.
Yeah, they do. They're not feeling very Spider-Man at this moment.
And nope. And then Mary Steenburgen joins in the singing, and then soon the whole group is singing. And then there is a random sound when we cut back to Santa that sounded like Ripperoo from Crash Bandicoot.
Kind of sounded like Boo from Super Mario World to me.
It 100% sounded like Ripperoo to me.
Yeah, it's just a weird laugh all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm guessing the Foley artist was sneaking something in.
A video game nerd.
Yeah.
But then Santa takes off and the engine's not repaired, and he doesn't get quite high enough, and then the engine gets sheared off. And Buddy is also in the sleigh, and the news has turned back on to be like, oh, look how amazing it is, because while we're waiting to see if Santa's real or not, or if Santa crashed in Central Park, we're all singing songs because it's New York City. And so it starts showing all the TV shots of everyone singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And while they're singing, Michael realizes that Walter, still not quite a great person, I guess, yet, is not singing. And Michael's like, you have to sing.
Yeah, he's Sunday servicing it.
Yeah, he's just standing there. He's not singing.
Yeah.
And so
the
second though he sings, that's just enough Christmas spirit for Santa to take off. Whoosh. Whoosh. Christmas is saved. Hallelujah.
We did it.
And then we go back to Papa Elf doing a voiceover, and he basically says, Buddy managed to save Christmas, and then something about getting everyone back together. And then we see that Jovi is sitting and singing, accompanied by Walter on the piano, that Emily is giving Buddy a jar of syrup for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we find out that Walter started his own business and is still exploiting Buddy. So now he's just exploiting Buddy and Buddy's experiences for money.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
so
he's
not sleazy, guys. I hate it. I don't think he's redeemed himself at all.
Fair enough.
He's terrible.
Well, now you put it that way. Yeah.
And then we see Buddy and Jovi going to visit Papa Elf with their baby. Do you have any other notes?
What, about the movie overall?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's better than I remember.
It's much better than I remember. I thought
But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I thought it was good back in the day. I've spent 15 years not watching it, I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
No.
same. Like, it's just, I was like, yeah, I like Elf. But then it was like, Elf is never in, because like now that I'm, like, I guess it's just age or whatever. Now that I'm an adult, I don't have the time to watch like 15 Christmas movies every year.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I watch my 3.
Yeah.
So I don't usually have a lot of time to watch outside of that. And then if I do get time to watch outside of that, I'm going to stick to like my top 5, like.
Yeah. Like
So-
our top 3 will usually get watched, but those
At
other
some point,
ones
yeah.
that where we disagree,
We split.
I feel like it's been a while since we've seen. I love Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, you're probably due to torture me with Jingle All the Way soon. Probably this year, honestly.
You love Christmas with the Cranks.
I do love Christmas
might
with
have
the
been a while.
Cranks until
Yeah.
their daughter starts coming home, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
So.
You love Home Alone?
I do love Home Alone.
I'm not big on that, but
What about Home Alone 2?
well, it's in New York. I just love New York.
Yeah. All right.
That's about.
Well, I actually like this movie a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, me too. I had fun.
I did too.
Yeah. A little bit of research I came across was Gimbel's was a real store. It had a big rivalry with Macy's for like 100 years. And then in 1986, Macy's won that rivalry and they closed. But the building is still there. It's the Manhattan Mall now, which has kind of turned out like any other
All
mall.
malls?
I went to it last time I was there with my brother.
I didn't get to go. I've never been there.
Yeah, my brother and I went there, and it's like a mall. It's like all the J.C. Penney's is closed, and the Shake Shack is not up and running.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Fun.
also on a sadder note, I in looking up all the actors from this, the 2020s have not been kind to this cast.
Oh.
Yeah, in 2021 we lost Ed Asner, who was Santa Claus. In 2022, we lost James Caan. Yeah. In 2023, we lost Michael Lerner. And in 2024, we lost Bob Newhart. So the last 5 years,
That's
it's been
so
tough.
sad.
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay. Well, now say something nice.
Say something positive. It's a great movie. All of those men did great in it. Mary
Yeah.
Steenburgen knocked it out of the park.
She always
She always does.
She
Yeah.
always does. And now we know that she got an Oscar on her third movie ever.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then never again, but I don't think she was trying again after that.
Well,
She's just playing moms.
she just plays moms.
But she does great at that.
She does an amazing job.
Yeah.
Okay, so on that note, we have picked our next actor, our next link.
Who is in this movie even less than Mary Steenburgen
Yes.
is. But as you may have picked up on, we're moving to a Christmas movie again.
Yes.
Because our next episode should release on Christmas Eve. And we both listed our favorite Christmas movie, which stars
Story.
Peter Billingsley. A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story. I honestly don't know. Christmas Story for me is a perfect movie. So I'm really excited to talk about
Spoiler alert, we're not going to have anything negative to
it.
say.
I don't have a single negative thing about that movie. It is a beautiful movie.
It's perfect.
It is perfect, and it's still perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm excited to talk about that next week.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so that's a wrap for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. If you like the show, leave a review, follow the chain, and join us next week as we link from Elf to A Christmas Story. Bye.
See ya.